Welcome to Learn with us. This is the third practical of basic electronics.
Now, what are the objectives of this practical? The first objective is to recognize the connections of Vero board and breadboard. Here you will understand the difference between Vero board and breadboard. The second objective of this practical is to build circuits on breadboard. First, we will talk about breadboard. Breadboard is used to temporarily construct a circuit without damaging the components. Inside the breadboard, there are small circuits that are connected to each other. Now look at this figure. This is how a breadboard looks. Now look at these red lines. All the dots or holes that are present below these red lines, they are connected horizontally. These red lines are positive. Now look at these black lines. All the holes that are present below these black lines, they are also connected horizontally. These black lines are negative. Each of these long lines, they are called power buses because they are really long. Now look at this middle portion of breadboard. We normally use this portion for constructing our circuits. Now look at these blue lines. 5 holes are present below each blue line. These 5 holes, they are electrically connected to each other, but they remain insulated from all other set of holes. It means the top and bottom rows of holes, they are connected horizontally, while the remaining holes, they are connected vertically. So these are the connections of breadboard. Now what is a Vero board? A Vero board is a printed circuit board that is designed with rows of copper tracks. Holes are drilled in these Vero boards for electronic components to be soldered to construct electronic circuits. Vero board can be related to breadboard. Now look at this figure. This is a Vero board and this is a breadboard. We know that these set of holes, it means these rows of breadboard, they are connected horizontally. So we can say that this is one node. We know that these holes that are present in the middle portion of breadboard, they are connected vertically. So we can say that this is one node. Okay. Now look at this Vero board. All these holes that are present in this red box, they are said to be one node. Similarly, all these holes in this direction, they are also considered as one node. So this is how a Vero board can be related to a breadboard. Copper tracks can be broken up to create many smaller nodes. This is done by getting a drill bit and making a hole in the track. The holes prevent current from traveling past the break. It means you can break these nodes into smaller nodes. We know that this is one node. Okay, now it can be broken into two nodes like this. As you can see here, you have broken up these copper tracks, and now as a result two nodes are made. Okay, so this is how you can break these copper tracks for creating many smaller nodes. Now here is your first lab activity. Build a parallel circuit of resistors on breadboard and measure the voltage across each resistor, and then measure the current through each resistor. Now this is the circuit diagram. It means you have to build this circuit on breadboard. As you can see, there are three resistors in this circuit that are connected in parallel to each other. So you have to build this circuit on breadboard, and then you have to fill this table. Now how you are going to build this circuit on breadboard? You can build this circuit like this. First, you have to connect three resistors on the middle portion of breadboard. Then you are going to connect all these three resistors to each other using jumpers. Jumpers are small wires that are used to connect two electrical components on breadboard. Okay, and as I have mentioned in my previous slide that on the middle portion of this breadboard, the holes are vertically connected. Okay, now after connecting these resistors with the help of jumpers, the connections look like this. Now as you can see, these connections are similar to this circuit diagram. Okay, now look at the battery. The positive terminal of this battery is connected to first terminal of resistor 1. So here this positive terminal of battery is connected here to this first terminal of resistor 1, and here negative terminal is connected to second terminal, and the second terminal of resistor 1 is connected to negative terminal of battery like this. Okay, now after connecting the power supply or battery, you are going to use multimeter to measure the required parameters, that is voltage and current. So this is how you are going to build circuit that is shown in this figure on a breadboard. Now you can also develop this circuit like this. As you can see here in this circuit diagram, we have two resistors that are connected in parallel to each other, but in our circuit diagram there are three resistors. Okay, it means here we'll connect our third resistor like this. Now you can see all these three resistors, they share common electrical contact points, because if we look at the circuit diagram, all these three resistors, they share 2 points, okay, just like here this is point 1 and this is point 2. Now what about battery? Now here positive terminal of the battery will be connected to this point and negative terminal of the battery will be connected here. Okay, so this is how you are going to build this circuit by using this method. Okay, now here is your second lab activity. You have to build a series circuit of resistors on breadboard. Then you have to measure the voltage across each resistor and you have to measure the current through each resistor. This is the circuit diagram. As you can see here, three resistors are connected in series. Now after building this circuit on breadboard, you have to fill this table. Now how you are going to develop this circuit on breadboard? You will develop this circuit like this. Okay, here as you can see, all these three resistors, they are connected in series because we know that these holes, they are vertically connected. Okay, it means they are connected like this. It means in series. Okay, now as you can see, positive terminal of the battery is connected to first terminal of resistor 1. Now here positive terminal of this battery is connected to the first terminal of resistor 1 and here negative terminal of the battery is connected to the second terminal of resistor 3 and here this negative terminal of the battery is connected to the second terminal of resistor 3. Now after developing this circuit and after connecting the power supply, you are going to use multimeter for measuring parameters, that is voltage and current. Okay. Here we have your post-lab tasks. The first question is, what are the basic types of breadboard? And the second question is, which one is better, breadboard or Vero board, and why? Okay, you have to answer both of these questions.
Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, then write your questions in comment section of this video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and share it with your friends and family. Thank you.